There comes a moment in life when time speaks louder than words, when the body, once strong and steady, begins to whisper truths we may not want to hear. If you're over 60, or if you have a loved one who is, you may already know what I mean. Life doesn't always give us clear warnings. Sometimes it shows up in small, almost invisible ways. But these subtle signs could be trying to tell us something far more serious, that a person may be entering the final chapter of their life. In today's video, we're going to explore 5 signs that an elderly person may be in their final year. These are not meant to alarm you, but to inform you, to help you recognize the quiet messages the body and spirit send when time is growing short. If caught early, these signs could spark important conversations, offer a chance to prepare emotionally, or bring about meaningful connection when it matters most. Before we begin, I invite you to do 2 things. Comment below if you or someone you love has experienced any of the signs we'll be discussing. Your story might help someone else. And subscribe to this channel if you believe that wisdom grows when it is shared. Now, let's begin with the first sign, one that often goes unnoticed, yet can reveal more than we think. 1. Noticeable weight loss without trying. One of the first and most overlooked signs that an elderly person may be in their final year is sudden, unexplained weight loss. And I don't mean the kind that comes with cutting back on sweets or taking more walks. This is weight loss that seems to happen on its own, quietly, persistently, and often without any changes in diet or lifestyle. The body in its later years becomes more fragile. Muscles shrink, appetite declines, and metabolism shifts. But when weight begins to fall off rapidly, especially in the absence of illness like a stomach virus or major lifestyle changes, it could be the body's way of winding down. The systems that once digested food, absorbed nutrients, and kept up energy levels begin to slow. Sometimes, even favorite meals lose their appeal. Food tastes different, eating becomes a chore, and little by little, pounds vanish. You might notice clothes fitting more loosely, or a belt that no longer holds the same. The person may say things like, "I just don't feel hungry anymore," or "food doesn't taste right." These aren't just casual comments. They may be quiet calls for attention. Weight loss at this stage is more than physical. It affects energy, mood, immunity, and strength. It can increase the risk of falls, delay healing, and impact the ability to fight off common illnesses. In some cases, it's linked to serious conditions like cancer, organ failure, or end-of-life decline that's already begun. So if you or someone close to you has experienced significant weight loss without explanation, leave a comment below and let us know what signs you've noticed. Sharing may help someone else see a pattern they've missed. And don't forget to subscribe if you believe every life stage deserves attention and care. Now, let's move on to the second sign, a change that affects more than just the body, but also the way a person relates to the world around them. 2. Withdrawal from social life and loved ones. There is a quiet shift that happens when someone begins to sense, consciously or not, that the end may be near. It shows not in the body, but in the heart, and how it connects to others. A person who once lit up around family or was eager to join church gatherings, community events, or even simple phone calls, may begin to withdraw. This kind of emotional retreat often begins subtly. Invitations are declined. Phone calls go unanswered. Conversations grow shorter. You might hear phrases like, "I'm just tired," "maybe next time," or "I don't feel up to it." And while everyone needs time alone now and then, a consistent pattern of pulling away can be more than just fatigue. It may be an inner preparation for letting go. Social withdrawal isn't always a sign of depression. In older adults nearing the end of life, it can reflect a natural turn inward. Some people begin reflecting on their lives. Others lose interest in the outside world, in future plans, in news, in birthdays, even in relationships. It's not always sadness. It can be peace, or even acceptance. But if it comes suddenly, or deepens quickly, it's worth paying attention to. You may feel helpless watching this happen, but your presence, even in silence, matters. A kind voice, a hand to hold, a reminder that love still surrounds them. These can be powerful, even if they don't respond the way they once did. Have you seen this kind of change in someone close to you? Share your experience in the comments. Your insight might help someone facing similar uncertainty. And if this message resonates with you, please subscribe to our channel. We're building a space where real conversations about aging and dignity are welcome. Next, we'll explore a third sign, one that often shows itself during the quietest hours of the night. 3. Changes in sleep patterns and restlessness at night. Sleep is a window into the soul. It reflects not only how tired the body is, but also how settled or unsettled the mind may be. In the final stages of life, sleep often changes in unexpected ways. Some elderly people sleep far more than usual. Others wake often, toss and turn, or become restless at night. And sometimes, they sleep during the day and stay awake through the quiet, lonely hours of the night. These shifts aren't simply about aging. They may point to a deeper process underway. When the body is preparing to slow down, energy levels change. Metabolism weakens. Hormonal rhythms become irregular. And in many cases, sleep becomes fragmented, brief bursts of rest followed by long periods of wakefulness or confusion. You might notice unusual behaviors. A loved one may wake up in the middle of the night thinking it's morning. They may get dressed at 2 a.m. or wander the house without knowing why. Some speak to people who aren't there. Others recount vivid dreams or visions, sometimes of those who've already passed. These experiences aren't always signs of dementia. In many traditions, they're seen as part of the spirit's preparation for transition. This sleep-wake disturbance is often hardest on caregivers. If you're taking care of someone who's up all night, it can drain your own strength and test your patience. But understanding that this may be part of a greater journey can help ease the emotional weight. Have you noticed unusual sleep behaviors in someone elderly in your life? Leave a comment to tell us what you've observed. It may comfort or guide someone going through the same thing. And if this topic speaks to your heart, subscribe now so you don't miss the rest of this important series. In the next part, we'll talk about a physical change that often signals the body is conserving its final strength. 4. Declining interest in eating and drinking. One of the most profound changes in the final stages of life is a declining interest in food and drink. It can begin slowly, maybe skipping a few meals, leaving a plate half-finished, or forgetting to drink water. But over time, it becomes more pronounced. Favorite dishes no longer appeal. Sips become smaller. Meals are met with indifference. And sometimes, a person simply says, "I'm not hungry." This isn't just about appetite. As the body prepares to shut down, it no longer processes food the way it used to. The digestive system slows. Organs work less efficiently. The body no longer demands the fuel it once did. For some, even the act of chewing or swallowing becomes tiring. For others, food causes nausea or discomfort. Caregivers often find this stage the hardest. Our instinct is to nourish, to feed those we love. And when someone stops eating, it feels like they're giving up. But in many cases, it's not about giving up. It's about the body naturally conserving its energy, turning inward, focusing on essential functions. Forcing food at this stage can do more harm than good. What matters more is comfort, love, and presence. Soft foods, favorite sips, or even just iced chips can be offered gently. But more than anything, this is the time to listen, not just to what they say, but to what their body is telling us. They may not need nutrition, but they still need connection. Have you seen someone go through this phase? Share your thoughts in the comments below. Your story may help others let go of guilt and hold on to what truly matters. If this resonates with you, please subscribe so we can continue bringing these conversations into the light. Next, we'll talk about the fifth and final sign, perhaps the most telling change of all. 5. A profound sense of calm or knowing that the end is near. There are moments, quiet, still, and almost sacred, when an elderly person seems to know that their time is drawing close. They may not say it in words, but it's there, in their eyes, in their voice, in the way they speak about the past more than the future. This sense of inner knowing is one of the most powerful, yet often misunderstood, signs that someone may be in their final year. You may hear them talk about going home, even if they're already there. They may start giving things away, expressing forgiveness, or sharing memories you've never heard before. Some speak of loved ones who have already passed, saying they've seen them or dreamt of them waiting. Others begin to express a deep, unusual calm. They're not afraid. They're not angry. They're simply ready. This shift can be hard to grasp for family members who still want to fight, still want to fix, still want to hold on. But for the person nearing the end, it can be a release, a moment of peace. In some cases, they may have a sudden burst of energy. They'll sit up, laugh, talk clearly. It feels like a miracle. But often, it's the body's final surge, a temporary moment of clarity before the final decline. Recognizing this moment isn't about giving up. It's about honoring it. It's about being fully present, with open ears, open hands, and an open heart. Saying the words you've held back, holding space for silence, letting them know they're not alone. Have you witnessed this kind of peaceful clarity in someone's final chapter? Please share your story in the comments. You may offer comfort to someone standing at the edge of goodbye. And if this message speaks to your soul, subscribe now. We are here to walk this path with grace, with honesty, and with reverence. Next, we'll close this journey with a final reflection you won't want to miss. If you've watched this far, thank you for your heart, your presence, and your willingness to face what many choose to ignore. The signs we've discussed today are not meant to bring fear, but to offer insight, compassion, and preparation. Because when we understand what the body and spirit are saying, we respond not with panic, but with grace. The final year of life is not just about endings. It can also be a time of incredible meaning, of deep reflection, of healing conversations, of laughter that feels more precious, and silence that feels more sacred. Whether you are walking this path yourself or beside someone you love, know this: every moment still matters. So talk while you can, hug while you can, say the things you've been holding in. Time may be short, but love, once shared, echoes far beyond the limits of this life. Before you go, please leave a comment below. Let us know which part of today's video spoke to you the most, or share your story if you feel ready. You may never know who you'll help by speaking your truth. And if this video brought you even a moment of clarity or peace, subscribe to our channel. We're building a quiet space here for real conversations about aging, family, and the wisdom of letting go. Until next time, may you walk gently, love deeply, and listen closely to the quiet wisdom all around you.